Come and join us for one of our favourite rides, one that we've been doing from the beginning, and it never fails to bring us a lot of enjoyment. We go along the Norfolk coastline and into some of the poshest towns in Norfolk on our Honda Africa Twin. I'm Laura, and together with my husband, we are the Shaftos, and this is Travels with my husband. It is Easter bank holiday weekend and it is Easter Sunday. The weather is looking pretty good. There are a few clouds in the sky, but we thought we would take the chance and try and miss the rain. We leave Dereham and we head towards North Elmham, which is a pretty village with a couple of pubs and lots of lovely houses. As we go past the big church on the right hand side, we are heading towards the Waving Man of North Elmham. Bless him, he is called Ant, and he has spent probably the last 30 plus years waving at people as they drive past on a daily basis. He wasn't actually there today, which is a bit of a shame, otherwise we would have included him on the footage, but he's normally there with a big wave and a big smile, which is always lovely and entertaining. Gets very excited at particular cars and especially motorbikes. That's his house right there, but as you can see, he wasn't there. There's a lot of bikes out today. We pass many along the way, and the familiar nods and waves that we all love to do. And there was a lot of gold wings as well. You'll see some more of those coming up. Every time that we're out on the bike, it really makes me appreciate what a beautiful part of the country that we live in. The fact that we have got all of this right on our doorstep to enjoy every day just amazes me. And I don't think that there's any way to realise the beauty of where you live better than on the back of a motorbike, where I can just look around and take in all of those views. There's some really massive clouds behind us, and we're really hoping that they're not going to catch us up at any point, because we didn't put our waterproofs on the bike, which is obviously very silly on a day like today, but we're not actually going that far from home, so we're kind of thinking we'll probably hide out somewhere if the worst comes to the worst and the rain descends upon us, but fingers crossed. The road network in Norfolk is so varied, which does make for a really good day out. We've got a lot of good fast networks, as well as all of these beautiful country roads that you're seeing now. Just open fields, miles and miles and miles of open fields that you're not even going past any houses for such a long time. There's always lots of pigs as we go along, fields full of them. The scent in the air changes. As you can see there's some on the right hand side of their little houses. There's hundreds of them, really lots and lots, but they're very cute, especially when the piglets are out. We're now just coming into the market town of Holt, which is stunning, very posh. Fairfax and Favour have a store here, very popular. But as we arrive, there is a market, so we can't actually take you right the way through the centre of the town. We have to go around the outskirts of it. As you can see there, they're having some kind of farmer's market, which was probably really good, but we didn't actually stop off today to have a look. There's lots of interesting shops and some really lovely eateries as well in Holt. It's always worth a trip. Those clouds are really coming behind us, so we're not actually that far from where we're heading at the moment, where we're going to stop off and have a coffee. Just coming through Burnham Lots of old dilapidated barns. We can never understand why they haven't been developed, actually. They've been like that for years and years, but nobody's done that yet. We're about to turn into the seaside town of Sheringham. They have a lovely market there. It's always very, very busy. Lots of little gift shops, seaside sweet shops, inevitable fish and chips. It is a really lovely little town that is an absolute favourite of ours to come to. It's where we first came when I got on the back of the bike on the NC 750 just over a year ago now. And we used to do a little trip from Dereham to Sheringham just to start getting used to being on the back of the bike. And it's been a favourite ever since. As you can see, it's a fully functioning little town, really. All sorts of shops. And as we come down now, there's like amusement arcades and ice cream parlours, more fish and chips, and the sea spread out ahead of us. It always gets a little bit busy, especially at the weekends, and also being a bank holiday weekend even more so. But it's still so definitely worth it. The sea looks a little bit grey today, but sometimes you come down here and the blue of the sky and the blue of the sea is just amazing. We always park just here in this little car park. It's free parking for motorbikes. And it's right next to a pub that we like to go and get a coffee from. So we just dismount, go and get our coffee, have a little chat, and then get back on our way again. And we are going to head to another favourite part of Norfolk that we enjoy on a regular basis. So we're going to head back out of the seaside town of Sheringham, and we are going to head along the coastal road. As you can see, Sheringham is super busy today, which is really lovely to see. Heading out along the coastal road now towards Wells. Lots of lovely views to the right of us, looking out to sea. We see lots of boats and things, and we pass through a lot of beautiful villages on the way now. Loads of churches again, lots of stunning houses. A lot of the houses are holiday rentals in this particular area. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose it brings a lot of trade to the local area, but also it's probably a bit of a shame for the people that locally live there. Now just going past the Tank Museum, really interesting place to stop and have a look at, but as you can imagine, we've been there many times before. We've still managed to miss the rain, although the clouds do appear to be chasing us somewhat. But fingers crossed for the rest of the journey that we don't get caught. I can't really think of a nicer area to ride in. You've got the sea out to the right, you've got the Norfolk sky above you, and fields to the left. It really does feel like the perfect route on a Sunday afternoon to just be together and enjoy. It's amazing. We're very, very lucky. We pass through lots of little hamlets, and there's pubs and things to stop off along the way. Obviously we have our favourites, but if you were to do the route you might find others. There's lots of wildlife, there's lots of bird sanctuaries along this stretch of road. always busy with people with their cameras out and just walking and having a look at what's what. Again, beautiful properties. We love that one that we've just gone past on the left. Amazing. Now just coming through the village of Cly, a very quaint little hamlet, little houses, shops, restaurants, pubs, really, really cute. Don't normally stop here, parking's not great, but I would imagine it'd be quite nice if we did. We're back out onto the open stretch, heading still towards Wells. The sun is really trying to come out. More bikers waving, more churches. The scenery is just stunning. The freedom that you feel on the bike is just something that I can't explain if somebody hasn't done it. And I am regretful that for all of those years I just didn't think about doing it, knowing that my husband loved the bikes, but still just not quite pushing myself far enough forward to actually give it a go. But it is just amazing. It's an incredible feeling, just sitting there taking it all in, looking at the scenery that goes past. It's a lovely restaurant there on the left hand side. It was once owned by a very famous chef, however he no longer owns it. There's a lot of wetland in this area of Norfolk, as you can see, but it really is quite beautiful. The little stream, crystal clear water, absolutely beautiful. Now just coming to Stithkey, and this place on the left hand side absolutely fascinates me. That I had to do a bit of research into it, and it is actually Old Hall, an amazing place. It's huge. Seeing it is believing it. It is absolutely massive, walled, big turrets, stunning place. I love the fact that the Africa Twin is quite a high bike, so I can see over the top of all of the walls. We seem to be riding into the clouds now, but spoiler, we didn't actually get wet. It was all good. This road just goes on for miles and miles. The views are lovely, and we are now coming into Wells, which is more of a little fishing town. There is a fish and chip shop just coming up on the left hand side, and the queues always amaze me. I don't understand why anybody would queue that long for fish and chips, but they just must be really good. I think it's called French's Fish and Chips. There's the Golden Fleece pub here on the left hand side, and that's lovely. But yeah, the queues for the fish and chips amaze me. It's a bit quiet here today, actually. It's not as busy as what it normally is. People are maybe a bit scared off by the rain. There you go, French's. It's not. There's no queue today, which is surprising. There's normally massive queues. But this is another lovely, popular little town. Seafood stall on the right there. Somewhere to get a coffee. There's lots of seafood restaurants as well in this little town, so if you're a fan of that, it's always worth knowing. We're now coming past the Holcombe Estate, which is a massive estate. It has its own little village and it has a pub and is a huge tourist attraction. Lots of people go there to go around the big house. It's a walled area again. The wall goes on for miles. So many properties within that estate. These are all part of the estate and not even the main house. The main house is huge and attracts lots and lots of visitors every year, and they have a huge deer park, which is a sight to see as well. We're now heading towards our favourite town, which again is a small market town. Very posh, one of the poshest I think, and we have our favourite little bolt hole that we go to, the Host Arms. I enjoy a glass of wine. This is Burnham Market. Very quaint, very Norfolk, absolutely beautiful, very expensive. It has the green on the left, all the shops around it, lots of little boutiques. I'm surprised that Fairfax and Favour don't have a shop here actually. It would really suit their brand, I'm sure. However, they don't. So we always pull up here at the Host Arms. We stop, we sit outside, we take it all in. I have a glass of wine. My husband obviously doesn't have anything alcoholic. He has a coffee or an alcohol-free Guinness or something. We can normally just pull in outside. That Land Rover's always there. It's a really lovely place. The food's incredible too. Not that we tend to eat here because I suppose it probably make us feel a bit tired. Yeah, but it was a beautiful day and the sun was out. Again, we just stopped. We had our beverages and headed back out again. The buildings here are absolutely gorgeous. Very pretty cottages, big Georgian townhouses. A very typical Norfolk market town on a lovely spring day. So we leave Burnham Market and we head back out into the countryside. Again, lots of open fields, lots of beautiful houses we pass. Still clouds in the sky. However, no rain's descended upon us yet. We are coming to an area once where we had to take cover in a bus shelter as we were leaving the Host Arms and came across an absolute thunderstorm of massive proportions, and so we had to take cover for about half an hour in the bus shelter just to save ourselves from getting too wet. But yeah, that was an entertaining afternoon. We head back out toward Fakenham. We go through South Creek. There's the bus stop. That's where we had to hide. Lots of mixed countryside views again as we make our way back toward home on this beautiful day. There's a little man and he has a bungalow just up here on the left hand side, and he's always out and he's doing his gardening. And last summer we constantly saw him just tending to the hedgerow, and he always had a hose out on the go, and it didn't matter what time of the day or night we went past, we always saw him. And we're really hoping that we'd see him today. We're just coming up to it now, just here, but it looks a little bit unkept, to be honest, and so now we're actually a bit concerned about him. This is the Ordnance Arms on the left hand side, a beautiful Thai restaurant that we go to sometimes, very nice. And now we're just heading back towards North Elmham where we started off our day. The sun's still shining and we didn't get caught in the rain, which is amazing. They've got their roof down. It's so lovely. It's been really warm as well, but refreshing to be on the back of the bike, not a care in the world, taking it all in, just enjoying it. We're coming back to the waving man's house again, but he wasn't there, so hopefully we'll be able to show you that another time. He really is very cute, and another perspective of the North Elmham Church. And this is really just the last little run back toward Dereham on one of our favourite roads that we've ridden many times. It's one of our most often used routes in and out of town. Coming down past the golf course, taking it all in and just enjoying that feeling of being together, spending time together. So if you have enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to join us on more tour up adventures this summer.